Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. We're not doing this bullshit. Charizard is not, and realistically, that nigga's not hitting for 1800 damage. If Charizard was in Yu-Gi-Oh, that nigga would be a fucking 3-star card. Let's be real here. That nigga's Baby Dragon. That nigga's fucking Baby Dragon. Fuck no. I'm sorry, no. Alright, I'm back with another video. We ready to Ash vs Yugi, Pokemon vs Yu-Gi-Oh! Death Battle.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
That nigga Ash should get fried, in all honesty.
Ash Ketchum.
This is a regular 10-year-old. This thing is
the biggest question from the playground.
Damn
Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
there should
who
be
would
no
win
way
our
Ash
death
wins this, in
battle.
all honesty, if you even a buck. Even a
This is a big
honey right
episode.
now.
Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game
WW promo.
On
Yep.
Steam.
First one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon
Or
master,
7.
though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League
That
tournament.
was a national
So
day.
Oak hooked him
September
up with the
15th?
electric mouse, Pikachu. And went, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of
Longer than One
2000s
Piece.
culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex.
That nigga ain't never had to buy no
Also a
Pokeballs. I just realized
Pokemon.
that.
But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow-red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even
resist electric,
ground
you still
types that
have
would
to
be
attack to
immune
avoid
to
it.
electric
It's just the
attacks
power
in the
up.
games
Ground
can't
type
stop
attack
what this
can paralyze.
Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing
That boy's
flamboyant
signature,
thieves
yeah.
and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
Shit, tainted though.
Somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As
Yeah,
the
bad.
great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are
Ash,
loyal
no, he
friends.
shouldn't win this.
Just like Ash's
no way.
Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One
He
time,
hasn't done
his
that.
Weasel
Oh,
got
yeah.
frozen while
Yeah, he
using
did.
Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace.
He's a demon.
Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim.
I was a
or
kid
that's
watching
what I
that.
would say if
Hype
Tobias
as
didn't
fuck,
action
man.
replay a freaking Latios. Give my man a win for kid.
Tobias was dead ass cheating, bro. You can't even have a Darkrai this time. When this dropped, you couldn't even have a Darkrai. Like, what the fuck? This nigga, he's a fucking cheater. He was a fucking cheater. I had to watch my nigga Pikachu go out. He banged it out. Latios, nigga. But the crazy thing is, you only seen 2 out of the 6 Pokemon you can have in the team. He probably had a damn Rayquaza, for being honest.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write
If he
the
had
show.
a guarantee,
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz.
Oh,
then I'll
he's
set
in.
my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar. Haha.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP,
Friend ain't really
but
that nigga.
Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon.
It's gonna
Charizard's
get the
so
job
strong,
done every
his
time.
flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanilla
What is Charizard gonna do against a fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon? No, let me know. Let me know, because if Ash wins this, something wrong here.
causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh,
Bro,
and
a
Pikachu
normal
cleared a
card can do
storm
that.
as wide as an island.
And you
Gotta
do.
catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a
What?
Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience
I
is the
doubt it.
bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must
HMO?
protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when
Put a
Ash
lick out like that?
accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League
Nah,
over
Charizard,
and
I ain't gonna lie.
over again.
Ash a better nigga than me. If my Charizard wasn't listening during the league, that last nigga on the fence, the nigga we down, it's 1-1, and you decide to take a fucking nap and I lose, you're getting fucking released. I'm keeping a buck, because I took you out of poverty, nigga. Your fucking trainer ain't want you. I showed you the great things of life, bright side, all that. Showed you nothing but love and care, and you sell me like that. Oh, you're getting released, nigga, into the wild, or you're getting benched inside the PC for a little minute. Keep it a bug. Ain't gonna see a lot of day fucking with me.
Just turn the hat backwards and lock
Get
in.
ass.
Ash's
You feel
strength
me?
is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
And then they got
It
retconned
comes with
so
a
bad.
huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shurikens.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Ah, don't get me started on a lot.
That nigga was
Ash
tough.
did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your
And that
type
was
charts right,
No,
Pork.
and I'm that way. And they souped up Water Shuriken just for my nigga to lose. They made this nigga pop out of a fucking Destructo this like he really about to do something. Like they amped it up to the point like this is really gonna change history for this nigga Ash right here. Just for this nigga to lose.
Kids.
Boomstick 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired.
No.
Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time, and Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu.
Pikachu had one
In the
Super Saiyan
Tournament
right
of
here.
Champions and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
This thing still has an uninvolved Bulbasaur.
If you want to travel
And
the world
Oshawott.
like Ash or
And
look as
Sniper.
rad as
And Gibble.
And World Cup is the
I ain't gonna lie, that's a
other
crime.
style
He ain't
cutting
involved Gibble, you
direction
feel
of
me?
the Winston
Until he's a
battle
goodbye.
of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Real
time
shit.
travel, the divine hand, aliens?
Obelisk the Tormentor.
Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil, and in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a
Those
shy kid that
stripped out
helped
niggas,
run his
yeah.
grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that completing the puzzle
He
would
was
link
now
his
5
spirit
foot at
to an
18 years
ancient
old.
pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi
Yeah.
a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
Okay.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he
What is
knows
season
how.
0?
Playing a children's
Season
card
0 is way
game.
different.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some serious.
Dark Yugi, Spirit of Ancient Pharaoh, recites the Millennium Puzzle. Puzzle abilities, barriers, clairvoyance, illusions, penalty games, probability manipulation, monster summoning, shadow games, sealing to the. What the fuck is Ash gonna do to this thing? Ash is a 10-year-old nigga with no powers, bro. This nigga is an ancient evil spirit back in the day. Like, what is he really doing?
Messed up ways.
What does he have?
Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or
Nigga has no. Let's look at this right here. Probability manipulation. He's not doing nothing against that. He can really change the odds on his favor.
the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are
Can he
juiced
seal away
up
ghost
by
types?
Ghosts.
Probably.
Despite Yami's
probably
retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because Yugi had
So
a great
dripped
early
out.
deck.
Oh my.
Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi... Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him. But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards
got
into
nothing
wise
for this.
sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing
probably
manga
is.
and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip. And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to
Mirror
level the
Force,
field,
really
like
good.
Dimension
This
Sphinx,
one
which
you don't
reflects
want?
damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was
come on.
reading their minds.
They was cheating too.
Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power
What
culminated
Pokemon
in
doing that
Battle
on the
City,
regular? That's
hosted
not
by
legendary.
Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty runback against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric
Sky
Dragon,
Dragon.
Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who
that nigga
strikes
Ra
with the
was something
power of
crazy back then.
infinity.
This was a
What?
different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2
Nigga
feet.
so
So
dripped
Yami
out.
and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that
Let's really
never
wait.
wants to.
No, let's really talk about it. No, let's really talk about this nigga. He has a belt on already.
Own 2
Throw on another belt just for the fashion, nigga. Who's really pulling it up? He has a belt already. He threw that bitch on just for the fashion.
feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods,
That's just
Yugi and Yami
shit.
had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
That
This ain't
cannot
new
work
for the
in game-
magicians.
in real life.
In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kind of crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems,
Okay.
and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil
So let's okay. How is this fair, Death Battle? No, I want you to really look me dead in my face and tell me how this fuck was. How is this fair, Death Battle? Let's be honest here. Y'all boys in the comments, y'all comment up below. Is this fair? I don't feel like this is fair. Ash getting fucking fried. Like, nigga destroyed universe damn near, basically. So that's what he just told me.
god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It
Like,
was time for
Pokemon got
Yugi to
Arceus,
finish
but
the
like-
puzzle of who Yami
That's not
really
gonna do
is.
something
If the
first.
monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart
Destiny
of the
draw.
cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games
So
too
much
if I could
aura.
just
Oh my.
decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem.
Atem.
Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian
That nigga name is Meta spelled backwards. This nigga, he was that nigga for he been that nigga. His name is Meta backwards, y'all boys. He was meant to win this shit.
god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same
What?
light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing.
I think I got
left to
her
do.
over Arceus, y'all boys.
Post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would
Nigga
always be
so
bros.
tripped out,
Okay,
nigga.
it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater.
Look at this
I was
awful
jealous.
ass
You're
nigga.
so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you
That
that
nigga
money
died
can't
for the
buy you
rematch.
happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always
Yeah,
be
nigga
another
died
story,
for the rematch.
another
You
duel,
gotta-
another
gotta-
game,
gotta accept
and
it
you
and
won't
fuck with
find
it.
yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Dude, Ash got a nickname? Ash don't got a nickname like the King of Games right there. You
The
feel me?
Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
That's right. This message is sponsored.
We all good. I got Yu-Gi-Oh! I fuck with Pokemon, bro. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! What the fuck is Ash gonna do to a fucking deity?
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through
Off
all
a drip line.
possibilities.
Look at this nigga's off the drip alone. Off the drip alone, who y'all got? Ash like a freaking gook.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much
Okay.
like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible,
Yeah.
we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to do the death battle!
Let's get to it. I got Yugi on my parlay. If he don't win, it's rigged. If he don't win, it's rigged.
You okay, Pikachu? This 4-on-4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now.
Okay.
Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up. Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card.
Okay.
Rise! Dimension Space!
There's no way the nigga ate that. Nigga faint.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
What?
Charizard, I choose
Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. We're not doing this bullshit. Charizard is not, and realistically, that nigga's not hitting for 1800 damage. If Charizard was in Yu-Gi-Oh, that nigga would be a fucking 3-star card. Let's be real here. That nigga's Baby Dragon. That nigga's fucking Baby Dragon. Fuck no. I'm sorry, no. No. I think, damn, okay. They're not surviving that. Mega Lucario, okay. He might put some work in. They're about to piss me off. No. You telling me a Mega Lucario killing that? No, you're telling me. Y'all, look at this little. Look who he shot. That, you were telling me he killed this? That ain't got like a 10-star card if I remember off the dome. And it was blocked by this nigga right here. That nigga's tough from what I remember. You telling me that nigga, they died? Niggas are inflating stats and I don't like it. Grenade, okay. Primo. Wait, Primo can't die, right? I could have sworn you can. So okay. Nigga already got put on a slifer. Are we dead ass? That nigga came and finished out the arena. Okay. Gengar, okay, G-Man, Gengar. Yeah, you can see him though, right? I said that. There go Ash Ninja. Are we dead ass here?
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry.
You're
it's
telling
my turn
me
now.
No.
I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Is this Deku?
Who's that Pokemon?
Araxi, goddess of light!
If this nigga somehow survives this bullshit, this nigga this nigga drew off 6 cards right there. Hold on. But look though, that nigga done Obelisk, Cypher, Raw, tribute that bitch to the fucking multiversus goddess. You feel me? Multiversal goddess right here. With Dark Magician Girl and Dark Magician right there on the ground, ready to hit the dual attack. If this nigga don't kill this nigga, there's a problem with Death Battle.
This is it! Magicians! Flash burning magic! Araxi! Joser!
Grenade, you go sit down somewhere, Brody G. Was revealing light? Yeah, you're stuck. That Z move not doing not a thing.
Let's finish this together.
You activated my trap card!
Oh, yeah.
With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
Okay. Parlay smack. That's what I love to see. This was the only proper outcome. Word.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
You just caught a body set and getting a thumbs up. Are we dead ass, Yugi? You just killed that nigga in his entire collection of Pokemon.
Childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy,
Is it really?
and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge.
Was it close? It really wasn't.
So it all comes down to the monsters.
Ash
Yugi had a slightly larger...
because you're going to sit here and look me dead in my face to say that Ash is on the same strategic level as my nigga Yugi Moto. Bring up Universe Ash. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Y'all niggas forget that. Let's talk about Black and White Ash. Y'all niggas like, you ain't had that conversation. Y'all ain't trying to have that conversation, nigga. Or the bro.
Their pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution, and so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had, and he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all.
5 cards
really,
right there.
Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Moto.
As it should be, Parlay Smack. Okay, if y'all new to the channel, it's probably the first or second video, so y'all will be new. Y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know what else I should react to. You feel me? And I appreciate y'all boys tuning in.